Start streaming. Okay. And I have a kitty sitting right next to me. Mrrr. Doo 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 doo. So yeah, difficulty one life. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, I've beaten this game exactly one time. So I am no pro at this game. So yeah, we all know I'm gonna die. Do 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 do. Boing, 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 boing. Whee! Yeah, that soul link is not going to be anywhere near as useful as it is when dying is live. Whee! With the deep in force, Ori found what we lost. My strength is returning. I am Sign, the light in the eyes of the spirit tree. Was lost in the glen when she loosened her group. I can guide you on your journey if you allow me to come. Well, can you hear that? They must have followed you here. By the way, I've been playing this one hard, so yeah. In some ways, this should be a little easier than I've been dealing with. shot. Woo! Boom.
Reaction en la vida real. Reaction de nuevo.
I think that... I'm going to get Spirit Magnet, then I'm going to get the Spark Flame. Because making sure that I don't miss pickups will probably pay off. And it's just convenient too. Boing, gaboing, gaboing. Good morning. How's it going? Yeah, it's definitely evening here. Good to see both of you, John Smith and Hamster. You guys doing good? So yeah, I am playing Ori and the Blind Forest on Single Life Challenge. So, we'll see how well it goes. And Hamster, you will be very happy to know that my Kenobi review, I have recorded all of my audio for it. So you will be able to see it soon. It's gonna be it is gonna be a few days though, because I've got video editing to do on it, and I'm kind of swamped at work. But it's gonna come out to something like 40 hours. Nice. What you having for breakfast? Bastard. But I'll heal. Boing. Ejected. Yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit more careful than I am when playing in not. single life mode, if that makes any sense. Ooh, that could be good. I'm not so sure about the coffee bars, but everything but the coffee. I just don't like coffee. But the rest of that sounds pretty good. Sing its praises. If we're talking in opposite land, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hamster. I did share or at least one clip of my commentary with you, didn't I? And I know you're just trolling me, so it's fine. Just saying. And John Smith, just so you know, I can't stand Kenobi. I've been watching it. Coffee is great, but that's like, I'm coffee and usually have it for breakfast morning. Yeah, okay. Yeah, my wife loves it. And completely, and honestly, it smells good. I just can't stand the taste. And cool. I just wanted to make sure that you who had that you had heard my commentaries, you hamster. And John Smith, just so that you know, oh, Hamster likes to troll me, and he knows just how much I loathe the Kenobi show, and he knows that I'm working on various videos to express my opinion on that. And he's seen my very scathing live commentary, at least some of it. So, yeah. He knows exactly what I think of it. So he's just getting shit right now. Or at least he better be, otherwise he'd be losing. And for as interesting as Hamster is, I don't think he's actually going to lose. Yeah, game saved. Who cares? If I die, I don't go back to the save. Aha. Yeah, have you ever seen that GIF that says something on the order of your answer was so stupid that at the end that everybody in this room is now stupider due to having heard it. And I reward you 0 points, sir. Good night. I paraphrased that for my ending of my review. Just as a little bit of a spoiler. For those that turn to hope. And she ravaged and killed. This actually is a sad story, by the way. Yes. I would suggest possibly watching my video when it comes out. I know at least some people are enjoyed by seeing snarky Netcat, and this video will be including snarky/salty Netcat. So if you're one of the people that's interested in that, go ahead and watch it. But yeah. Oh right, may God have mercy on your soul. I missed that part when I was saying it. But it might be worth going back in and re-editing the last part so I make it actually fully accurate to the line. Yeah, Last Jedi. Good. However, Hamster, I will have to. I do have to say something. Last Jedi is no longer the worst. It is no longer the worst Star Wars property. So there's that. Worst Star Wars property is now the finale to Kenobi. That episode was friggin' awful. Ow! Owie! And John, I've said this to some other people when they talk about people watching Star Wars because they're hating it and stuff like that. And, oh, you must love it or all that stuff. And what I typically say, what I've typically been saying to that is, my relationship with Star Wars is complicated. I really want it to be good. Yeah, I mean, I give The Last Jedi a 3 out of 10. I gave the finale to Kenobi a 1 out of 10, so just saying. I mean, I try to be honest about this stuff. It's Kubo! Kubo! But yes, I will say nice things about Last Jedi when it deserves it. And I will actually sit and say one more nice thing about it. There are parts of The Last Jedi that I actually think are legitimately good. It's just that, in my mind, in my opinion, those parts are heavily counteracted by the bad. The problem that Kenobi had, very strikingly, was that for every bad thing I saw in the finale, especially, I saw almost nothing to counteract it. And to me, that's a problem. Yep. Oh, cool. Episode 3 is good. Actually, one second here. One cool thing about me streaming on the computer is that I can actually do some semi-interesting things. I am going to take us out of the game for a moment because I'm going to show you my ranking for the Star Wars movies, rather than just explaining it. So give me one moment. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm still getting used to OBS, so I definitely appreciate the feedback. I will turn that down in just a moment. Lists. Now I just want my list. Oh, I completely get that. Okay, come on. I picked the lists. I have exactly one list, so why? I mean, come on. Oh, I see. There we go. I've never gone to this on the computer instead of on the phone. Okay, now I'm going to share this screen. Okay, there we go. So, oh, When I share this on Twitter, people get pissed off with me. Yep. So I start out with basically episode 1 and episode 2 are my favorites. I still actually really like the Clone Wars movie, and Revenge of the Sith is and it comes next. And I would like to point out that all the way up to number 7, which is where Star Wars is, this is measuring inches among giants. The amount that I like the amount that I like episode 1 over episode 7 is actually pretty minuscule. We're talking 8, 9, 10 sort of things. So, yeah, we have the prequel stuff, all in order. Then Return of the Jedi is my favorite of the of the original trilogy. Empire Strikes Back and Star Wars, these two are almost the same. Then we have Rogue One, which, frankly, I remember the least of Rogue One, which is part of why it ranks at number 8. Because I figure that the fact that I don't remember things to be annoyed with really means that it's better than the rest of the Disney stuff. Rise of Skywalker is actually next after that. That's because I was to the point of not giving a fuck anymore. And I enjoyed it. It was bad, but I enjoyed it. Then we have The Force Awakens, which was a movie that happened. Then we have Solo, which, while watching it, all I could keep saying was, not my Solo. Hashtag not my Solo. I think my wife was going back and forth between being amused and annoyed with me for that. And then we have The Last Jedi, which, Bantha Poodoo. Did I actually give that a half star? Yes, I gave that a half star. Jesus. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, and now I am turning down the volume for the game, and hopefully that'll work out. But yeah, it was very tough competition for for the originals, and then it was a question of which ones I disliked more than what else. Is 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 this better for the volume? Yeah, I played this like one or two other times on this One Life mode thing, and apparently this last time I made it 25 minutes in, and this is right where I died apparently. Oop. And I think, even though I've been bitching about the Spiritlings not being that useful, oh cool, I am going to take this because the next one after that makes it so that when you use a Soul Link, you can replenish your life. And on a one life run, I can't help but think that is going to be extremely good. And thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. I'm still kind of learning to read the waveforms that it's showing me, that everything that I have on the audio mixer, which might sound stupid, but yeah, internalizing what the different colors and everything means to what you guys hear is a learning experience. If that makes sense. It's a map stone. It's a map stone. And not a minor attracted person stone, an actual map stone. We like these maps. Oh, just out of curiosity, did you like the thumbnail that I made for? Did you like the thumbnail I made for the for the stream? I spent a little time on it, so I'm kind of proud of it, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. I'm actually really loving the setup doing it through my computer and just how much more control that gives me, but that also means that I'm no longer kind of being I'm no longer having my hands being, I'm no longer having my hands being held by the gaming system, deciding what works and what doesn't for me. Now I actually have to learn what to do, which means that in the long run, it's going to be a lot better at that. Oh, that was close. But it does mean that I need to figure stuff out, and since I can't actually hear what you're hearing, I really appreciate the feedback. So thanks a lot. By the way, on hard, all damage you take doubles, which causes a lot of death, to be honest. But of course, on that you're allowed to die and come back. So yeah. Oops. I can only imagine attempting to do this on your first playthrough. Oh shit. I did not make a good jump there. And now I really gotta be careful, because one more hit of that thing and I'm dead. Thankfully, this is right here. Cool. Ah. Got it. Fragments, cool. Got 4 of them. Okay, that one's coming down the pipe. Now I jump. There we go. And how annoying would it be to get up here and not have all the gnat fragments? That would be really irritating. They found me dormant and still. They told Ori the tale of her misguided will. And there's the tree. You must use the last strength to save me. It was the night of the light ceremony. It was our light that she hated. Have you played this, John Smith? The thing is that this forest, due to all its enchantments, it was very, very, very bright, as you can see. and she paid. And they're making her look to be this evil bird. And what you're seeing here is she's trying to get rid of the light. The reason for this is that she has a nest of hatchlings, and as an owl, as a mystical owl, I would assume, the light hurts and kills them, and she was seeing the light from this festival harming her children. So she was doing whatever she could to stop the light. So at the end, you actually find out all of this, and it's really sad, actually. Hey Sam, how's it going? I'm having fun playing Ori and the Blind Forest. And I have to give credit to the late, great Dishonored Wolf, because without him praising this to the high heavens, I don't think I would have actually even thought about getting it when I got my Switch Lite a few months ago. Maybe half a year ago or so. But yeah. And it's a great game. I'm doing great. And you may have seen me say elsewhere, but I've got 30 minutes of audio recorded for that Kenobi finale. So that'll be fun. Wolf really did, and the people who bitch about Wolf, they can eat a bag of dicks. Or maybe a beach full of them. I mean, I'm thinking about Suicide Squad there. The Spider Coves. And I love the fact that he was a book reader. I know that a lot of people bitch about EFAP and everything, and I think that when Wolf stopped being part of it, they lost something important. Because Mauler and Rags, whereas they have good opinions a lot of times, neither of them read, if that makes any sense. Wolf read. and thank you for that. Perfect reference. Definitely appreciate that. But you get what I'm saying, right? That being literate is something that EFAP is not the best at. And honestly, for as much as Mauler keeps on talking about plot and everything besides the visuals, which he has stated that those matter to him, but that's not typically what he talks about. What seems to be the most important to him. I think he would be happier reading books. Well, yeah, I do. Hey, Nihilus, how's it going? But yes, I do think reading helps film criticism. Or at least it helps the film criticism that or at least it helps the film criticism that I personally care about. If that makes sense. What? What do you mean by EFAP selling out? I mean, I've watched most of the episodes. I mean, there's been a few I've missed, but I've watched most of them up to current. What the hell do you mean by selling out? That sounds like somebody is slander, frankly. I mean, not you, but if you heard that from somebody, that does not sound accurate at all. That's all I'm saying. Somebody's selling you a bill of goods. I don't agree with everything they've said. In fact, I vehemently disagree with some of the things they've said. I mean, vehemently. Just take a look at what it. No, they don't advertise Raid Shadow Legend. And as far as my as far as my disagreements with EFAP, just go and take a look at what I think of Peacemaker, and they think it's shit. Go take a look at what I think of WandaVision. They think it's shit. I think it's great. Multiverse of Madness as well. I mean, yeah. And anything you hear in passing, don't believe. Because if you hear it in passing, it probably isn't true. Especially something like that. I mean, there's so many people, especially about EFAP, there's so many people who want to drag their names through the mud. If you hear something like that, and you don't, and they don't give anything to back it up, that is not likely to be accurate. And I was pointing out my differences in opinion on them because I don't want to come out like, I don't want it to come off like I am carrying water for them or anything. I've actually had hours-long talks with my wife who I introduced her to them, but but at this point she likes them more than I do. Well, yeah, we kind of are at that point. And I mean, I don't know. Okay, I shouldn't say we kind of are, but it does look like that at times. It honestly does. But it's also not completely unfounded. I mean, people could say that about me with Kenobi. I'm not hating on it because it's Disney. I'm really not. I'm hating on it because it doesn't respect anything that came before it. For Marvel, apparently there's a new round going. There's a new round of criticism for Multiverse of Madness going right now. I mean, when it first came out, there was a lot of people who were liking it, and I was one of them, by the way. EFAP had a lot of really shit criticisms for it. But right now, we've got a lot of people who weren't bitching about it before, who are now bitching about things that I don't get why they're bitching about it. But then you see something like Ms. Marvel, and yeah. Yes, exactly, Annihilus. It's not because it's Disney, it's because of how they're treating shit. And Ms. Marvel, I've heard these amount of people saying it's good. I've tried to watch. I was like, okay, I've just finished Kenobi. It can't be worse than this. I watched 15 minutes and I almost died from the cringe. Then I saw people that I semi-trusted on their opinions saying how great Ms. Marvel was. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try to finish the first episode. I watched 5 more minutes. It almost killed me again. And so I said, fuck this. Bonk. Whee! Unstable. And nicely, I actually remembered that particular thing right there, because I recently was playing this on hard. Sam, have you actually been watching them? Because I've seen Duck talking about them, but I hadn't seen you actually chime in on it. And honestly, my bad mouthing is only partial bad mouthing. Yes, we actually do need to talk more He-Man. If you'd like to actually do a live stream where we discuss He-Man, either the good or the bad, I'm actually very open to talking about the good. I'd find that interesting because I don't know a lot of people who have watched enough of the good to talk about it. Oh, DS9 is good. Yes, I've liked a lot of what I've seen of DS9. But seriously, Sam, part of the thing is that I will fully admit that I stopped watching after 20 minutes, and she hadn't even gotten her powers at that point. So I don't feel I can actually judge even the first episode of Miss Marvel based on what I've seen. So don't take what I was saying as an actual review of Miss Marvel, I just that I was unable to finish it. That's a comment in and of itself, but it is not a review of the show by any means, if that makes any sense. I've seen all 10 episodes, Annihilus, and I don't blame you for not. I actually had some hopes for it. I now hate Kevin Smith. Okay, Sam, and I'm going to ask this completely seriously, and I'm not going to even jokingly come after you if you say yes to this and I still dislike it. Is the next, say, 20 minutes or however much is left of episode 1 worth seeing? Because if you say that it's worth seeing, I will push through and finish the first episode, so I can actually decide. I may twit you a little bit, but I'm not going to hold you accountable for it. Oh, I just don't like how. Oh, you just don't like how smug he is. Okay, cool. Sorry, I misread that for a moment. I thought you were saying I didn't like how smug he was. Yeah, he is insufferable on this. And he's a fucking asshole. He cries after every single Marvel movie, and he cried after Last Jedi. And I think Rise of Skywalker. No, but he cries after everything, dude. Cry after what? After things that matter. Just saying. Don't cry just because you think it's gonna get you points. Eek. Okay. That's all I was asking, Zab, because if it's kind of more of the same, then I'm really not going to bother. I stopped because I was like, why am I doing this? Okay, well, on hard, this exact spot killed me multiple times, but that's because it was doing double damage to me. You think the only time you cried during a movie was seeing Wrath of Khan for the first time after Leonard Nimoy's passed? Respect. I'll give that respect. Okay. Sab, if the first two episodes are relatively the same, and then episode 3 introduces the villains, if the first episodes are relatively the same, you liked the first two episodes, and you're saying that they're pretty similar to what I saw in the first 20 minutes. I've joked about your taste sometimes, but dude, you're making it hard here. You make it really hard for me to grant you respect here, dude. Just say it. I want to respect your opinion, but dude. Big cocoon looking thing. Oh crap! I had actually forgotten that that's what you'd said. That's my bad. I don't remember everything that I see. I remember a lot, most actually. And now that you mention it, I do remember you saying that. And that actually, you, yeah, you're off the hook. Since that's the reason why you like that cringe, you're off the hook, Sam. It's okay. Yeah, you're literally off the hook for that. I get it. Oh, I actually don't mind taking a while to introduce the threat. That's actually completely okay. And by the way, guys, I the actual reason why I gave Miss Marvel a chance to begin with is the fact that I actually have actually read some of her first comics, and I like them. I know that I am in the minority of a lot of people in the circle that I kind of run in, but I liked what I read, and it bothers me that they decided that nah, we're gonna turn her into Green Lantern, but not really. I hate that they changed her powers. I really hate that they changed her powers. They turned her into a Green Lantern when that is not what she was supposed to be at all. And that bothers me more than I can really say easily. Ow. Thankfully I didn't die. Ah. And yeah, just occasionally you get let off the hook, Sam. Actually, Sam, okay. I'm trying to remember what my wife told me at one point about when responding to chat, it's good for me to actually read out the chat that I'm responding to, so I'm going to do that, but I need to remember to do that. When you said that her power change makes no fucking sense, I can actually explain why they made that power, why they made that change. It doesn't make me happy, but I actually know why they did that. No, that's not the reason why. The reason why is that originally they did not have the rights to use X-Men, because at that point they did not have Fox. So they were trying to find a way to have an equivalent of the mutants. And their equivalent that they came up to, that they came up with, was to it'll make the Inhumans, and that's one of the things that she was kind of a poster child for, because yes, Black Bolt is an Inhuman too, and Medusa and that stuff, but the important thing is that they then and dropped that Terrigen Mist bomb. And when they dropped the Terrigen Mist bomb, that activated the no, no. This show is made after the Fox buyout. You're right about that. I am not done with my explanation, Sam. The Miss Marvel comics was made before that buyout. Was made before the Fox buyout. This is my point. So the Inhumans made this Terrigen Mist bomb that then got sent out, and all these people around the world suddenly had powers activated, because anybody who had even a trace of Kree biology in them, Kree DNA in them, if I remember correctly, it got that activated. So suddenly we now have the equivalent of mutants with an X gene, in where the X gene in this case is Kree DNA, and it basically would have replaced the X-Men. But now, they bought Fox, and they now have rights to use the X-Men again. And I will answer your question in just a sec, John Smith. But so now they have the X-Men, so they kind of want to walk back what they were doing into replace the X-Men, because they no longer need to replace the X-Men. They have the X-Men now. So they don't really. So since they kind of want her to be front and center, they can't have a character that they want to be a major character, be an Inhuman, when they want to walk back at their desire to replace the X-Men. So that's why they had to make the change. At least that's my opinion. And John Smith, her powers were originally embiggening, and I'm not 100% certain on exactly what her powers are in the show, because, like I said, I have not gotten to the point that she's even gotten to use those powers. But what I do know for certain is that her powers are linked to a magical bracelet that she gets, and it sounds like, from what I've seen and heard, that it lets her imagine things and make it happen. So her new powers are very much like the Green Lantern's powers, and it's linked to into a piece of jewelry, just like Green Lanterns are as well. Her original power was very close to Mr. Fantastic, actually. Yeah, and she could make herself bigger, and like I say, it was embiggening. She could make her arm suddenly really big. She could jump really far by making her legs get bigger. Things like that. So they really changed her powers, and that bothered me a lot. And from Sam, you know what's funny about that, Cosmic Kitty? They check her vitals in the show, and they specifically say her powers are coming from within her. So they seem to still go with the Inhumans route. Really? Seriously? They make the change, they link it to the bracelet, and they're still going for the internal. Really? Now that's completely new info. And I'm not really sure how to assimilate that, because I still believe what I was saying. I think that makes sense. But if they're doing that, it kind of seems like they're going against what they are trying to do. Because if they're going to make it internal, then why did they change it in the first place? That's weird. Thanks for that, actually. I appreciate it. Because even if it goes against, because even if something goes against my narrative, I would much rather know. Not because I'm trying to be accurate with things like that. I've got no. I honestly have no agenda when I say this stuff. I'm just thinking what makes sense to me. Her best friend checks her vitals and specifically says her powers are not coming from the bracelet. The bracelet seemingly unlocked something in her. Oh, Jesus Christ. So they're just making a real big mess of things, aren't they? I mean, that's all I can come up with that. May I say I am still very unimpressed. I mean, I got no problem if you like it. I've got to double down on saying that. But calling me supremely unimpressed. Honestly, that is probably somewhat accurate, Sam. It probably is. That it's gotta be so that she can match power level with them for the sequel. But things that, even without it being internal, the Green Lantern's power was internal, and they kick ass. So really, it shouldn't matter. Not for that. Just saying. Oh, and I'm like one experience point away from getting another ability. Ah, I was so close too. Valley of the Wind. A new path. Open 5 shortcuts using the charge blade. Ah. No kill. No kill. No kill. No kill. No kill. No kill. Die. No kill. Die. No kill. Just saying. Ooh, ability cell. Nice. I do honestly think that getting the thing that that magnets things to me was probably a really good choice. And I don't think this is the path I'm going to keep going down for too long. Yeah, no. Ah, fucking A! Shoot me now! Shoot me now! Okay, let's do this again! I died. So, shall I keep doing this, or shall I go over to play a non one life run sort of thing? Like, I could go over to playing my hard run of this game. Yeah, I died and I'm back at the beginning. I think I'm gonna go over to my hard playthrough. How's that sound? My hard playthrough is actually pretty close to where you saw me just die just now. Unless somebody tells me that they don't want me to do it in like next minute or so, I am going to boot up my hard playthrough of this, which, like I said, is actually very close to where I just died there. I don't feel like replaying everything over to get to where to get back to where I just was. Ah, shit. Okay, cool. With the permission of chat, I am going to repurpose this one live stream into a Ori and the Blind Forest hard stream. Yay! I redubbed this stream. Going back to the main menu. And loaded. Whoop. Difficulty hard. So the main ability, if I remember correctly, that I've gotten since there. Do it, MP3. Huh? That's difficult normal. That is not one that I meant to load. Okay, there we go. I somehow managed to load the wrong one. I was like, what? What? Do it. I'm assuming that is a Palpatine. Do it. You're giving me. So yeah, now I am looking for the water vein. And I am able to do a double jump. Mind you, you're about to witness me die a lot more because because this is hard, so I get hurt twice as much as I should. Also, when leveling up stuff, it costs more, it costs more ability points. And so you're limited in how many abilities you end up having. Yeah. And if I remember correctly, one hit from that thing is going to do 4 damage to me. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be fine. It just means I still may die. Just because I play Dark Souls doesn't mean that I don't die while playing Dark Souls. It means that I'm okay with it when I do die. That's the thing. Oh, this is going to be a fun jump. And note, now that I know that if I die, I can go back to save. One of the things you use your energy for is to make a little save point like this. If that makes any sense. Because then, if I die, I start right back here. Ah, shit. Shit like that happens. Woo. And since I just made one little mistake, I went from 5 hit points down to 1. Ah. Ooh, I just leveled up. Nice. But like I was saying, regroup, map markers, and spark flame, each of these costs 1 ability point on normal, and on both normal and on the 1 life thing. They cost 2 ability points here. Oh, this. Right. Ah, shit. Ow. There we go. I have another puzzle for you. There we go. Also, oh, and Nihilus, you didn't spell that correctly. It's Dark Souls. There's no, oh, actually no, Dank Souls. Okay, you're still, that's better. But it's actually Dog. It's an H, not an X. Or W. Dog. But Dank Souls works. Oh, okay, Daka Souls. I'm on board with Daka Souls. Daka. That's a good one. Yep, for the Emperor! I'm completely on board with Daka Souls. Daka Souls is great. Daka. Gumo has problems. I mean, he's causing me problems too, don't get me wrong, but he's got problems. And yes, I know the name of the guy who's doing that. Oh, this is gonna be hell. These things are gonna do at least 2 damage to me each time they hit me. Ah! Okay, there we go. Ow! Knock it out! Knock it out! Ah! Ow! My cat was just, Jasper was just sitting right next to me. As I was going, he got up and was like, fuck this. Hi, Gobo. I just helped you. Warrior brought kindness and hope to his heart. For helping Gomo, Gomo gave me the water vein back. Yay! Let's return immediately. Woo! Rescue Gomo. Gomo. More health. Woo. Ow! Fuck it out. Shit. Fuck, shit. Ow. Although you gotta love that I died just as I was about to be able to heal myself with my energy. Just saying. Which is also partially my fault because I was actually considering, should I you triggered the save link here so I can upgrade right now. And it went, nope, I'm gonna get back there. I went, no. So that was actually on me for a lot of it. Hello. Ah, shit. How did I get all the way up? I should have saved. I don't think I was supposed to get up there like that. Oh, okay, never mind. I did save. Oh, right. Yeah, I did save because I was like, try not. And I went, yeah, I should. I'm sure I can make that jump though. Ah, that one was on me. I may end this place Dead Space soon, by the way. And maybe have something to eat. Just, you know, food. Killed 500 enemies with the Spirit Flame. Woo! Ah. Ow. 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 Ooh. Ow again. Ow. I think I'm done with this for now. I think I'm gonna play some. I think I'm gonna play some Dead Space, just a little bit. So, woo. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate having you here.